Hey people, I just got a brand new toy. All right, this is it's surprisingly I can do split screen on this now. Anyways, let's get to it. I'm gonna read you. I told y'all I was gonna tell y'all this coming week. I was gonna tell everybody, you know what? I'm gonna start making a series. Basically, I'm going to start reading my log trackers I have on my downloaded to my device, so then I can actually fucking make some YouTube videos about it. So anyways, I'm going to start reading to y'all. This one is about Nick, the truck farm. Basically, it's about Nick Leslie. He grows rhubarb for for a living, but he has a real passion for his real passion is restoring classic trucks. So we're going to read about that. And make sure you hit the subscribe, like, and comment, and please hit the notifications for my next videos. Yeah, people, like I'm going to tell y'all in the title, yeah, I just got a brand new fucking toy. And I'm really, really wanting to try it out. So anyways, let's get to the story, shall we? The Seminar, Washington farmer Nick Leslie likes trucks. He likes trucks so much that they've turned into a hobby for him. Actually, that would be an understatement. Trucks have turned it into a collection for him. Leslie has 5 A model Kenworths with long hoods and a Peterbilt 359 that have been restored. He keeps them all around his western Washington farm, sharing shop space to stay out of the weather and working on them with his friends during the weekend and the farming off season. And basically, let's continue. The Leslie family immigrated from Scotland in the early 1900s, and instead of coming through New York, they took a route through Canada, and then down into the States through Vancouver. Nick's great-grandpa started Rhubarb Hops and Berries Farm in Seminar in 1919. While also doing masonry work, the family did so much masonry work that his granddad added a brickyard on the farm, and lasted until 1988. The farm continued to grow, and as a kid, Nick began to work in the family shop, learning to work on the trucks and equipment, with his dad Ron driving the truck. Nick would get up early and come out on the truck to ride out into the woods after the load of logs in the woods. They would stop by a general. Let's continue on page 5. This is page 5. General store to get a berry pie. Nick remembered one time he had fallen asleep and thought they hadn't picked up a berry pie. He said he was very visibly mad at his dad. But after several minutes of a quiet drive up a logging road, Nick eventually noticed his dad put a berry pie on his seat while he was sleeping. After Nick graduated from high school, he started driving flatbed trucks, highway trucks, and frozen meat trucks. After he met his wife, Heidi, he decided he wanted to be home with his family rather than on the road. Nick returned to the family farm of 200 acres and grew corn, pumpkins, and rhubarb. Leslie kept his interest in trucks and actually began working on them on the side. Then in 1998, he got his first truck and another and another. I'm sure several people reading this magazine are aware of the phenomenon. That's what Nick Leslie said, anyways. Today, his collection consists of a 1980 Kenworth W900, a blue 1976 Kenworth W900 with a Gordon Fast freight on the door on the black 1974 Kenworth W900 W923, a 1982 Kenworth with a 1986 Peterbilt 359. Yeah, people, trust me, that's a lot of trucks, even for me. Like, just reading them off, I'm like, wow, I would love all those trucks. And and trust me, if you go on the Loggers World LLC, Loggers World magazines, if you type in Loggers World magazines, it'll pop up. It'll have a site where you can download the old magazines. Trust me, the old ones are just as good as the new ones. I mean, they got some of the people from the old magazines on new ones, but those are really, if you really like Loggers World like I do, and this is Log Trucker I'm reading right now. Log Trucker, I'm going to tell you all this really quick little fact. Loggers World and Log Trucker are not just two separate magazines. They're the same magazine combined into one. So basically, if you're me, you got Log Trucker on one side, and then you flip it over and you got Log Trucker, or you got Loggers World on the other. And basically, during that time, because Loggers World and Log Trucker have always been the same magazine, because it's Loggers World. Of course, it's going to be the same magazine as Log Trucker. They both have Log Truck and Loggers World on it. Anyways, hold people, I gotta fix my shoelace. And if y'all know me, I wear boots, but unfortunately, my doctor has told me I had to start wearing tennis shoes. So if you're a guy like me who likes to wear boots all the time, it's kind of hard for you. Anyways, but no, the reason for me wearing freaking why I have to wear tennis shoes is because I got an ingrown toenail or a hangnail, whether the other way it's called. And yes, people, if you see me blinking my eyes a lot, because I'm gonna tell y'all now, basically just reading this, it kind of fucks up my eyes, and I have a little bit of twitching going on in my eyes sometimes, so you're gonna have to all forgive me. Anyway, so let's continue, shall we? The blue Gordon fast freight truck was seen by Leslie 8 years ago. He had seen Gordon fast freight trucks on the road before, and it took him 4 years to restore it to its former glory. When I was a kid, I would watch these things go down the road, and I just thought these were the coolest things, Nick said. Most of the trucks are from the 70s because those are the ones I remember going down the road. The word of the restored truck got back to Gordon Fast Freight. The CEO, Larry Gordon, he called. Let's continue to page 7. And trust me, people, if you like Loggers World, Log Trucker as much as I do, it's kind of a passion. Anyways, let's continue. Leslie called Leslie and came out to see his former truck. A fancy car came to the farm, and he stepped out and then began looking at the truck and walking around it. Yeah, people, if you see me shaking, I'm shaking my leg right now, so bear with me, trust me, I have anxiety right now, sorry. A fancy car and stepped out and began looking at the truck and walking around it. Nick said he began taking photos of it and telling stories about the truck. A friend of mine told me that Gordon got back to his shop and he was still talking about the truck. Leslie also got a black and gold 1980 Kenworth W900 that Pat Wedrick had bought brand new. He got it in 2004 on a trip to Walla Walla. I was driving with my wife and saw it on the side of the road, and I knew I wanted to take a look at it. Leslie said, my wife said we have to get to Walla Walla, so I just made sure we had enough time to look at it on the return trip. It was in rough shape, but a week later, he owned the truck. After restoring it, Leslie had it up on Morton Loggers Jubilee, and a person there saw the truck and said he knew the guy who had previously owned it. Sorry, people, I'm checking my battery. It's at 69%. Anyways, Morton, he said he knew the guy who previously owned it. After a phone call, Nick exchanged serial numbers, and the previous owner ended up showing him the old photos of the truck, of him with the truck, and folding folders of paperwork from the Kenworth Motors for the truck. I was just blown away, Nick said. The black 1974 Kenworth W923 was previously owned by a friend. It had a 1693 cat. Everybody's wondering, is that an actual cat? No, it's an engine. It's a Caterpillar engine inside of a truck. Anyways, I will make a second video probably today, people, and I would be posting the 2 of them today. I was going to start a series on a book I just got, okay? I'll show you real quick. But knowing I got my brand new toy, I love it. Anyways, so here it is. This is my Marine sniper. It's about Carlos Hathcock. He was a Marine sniper during the Vietnam War. I'm just giving you a little history about him. So anyways, people, I'm going to have to make a second video for this. Anyways, I will be right back. Hold on.